Hello everyone, Vane here, and we're back with another episode of Minecraft. So to start things off, I wanted to go ahead and take a look at the slime farm and see how that's producing. I've been hanging out in this area quite a lot, and so if it works at all, it should be working pretty well. Oh yeah, so we got over a stack. That's pretty decent. And also, I did want to mention, I don't think I did in the last video, this guy, he causes aggro 16 blocks away. And since this is 2 chunks, each chunk is 16 by 16, if the slime spawns over here and we're out of range, I don't think the AI is working, so they won't actually move. And so we're probably losing quite a bit because of that. But I'm not too worried about it, you know, we got over a stack. And that's good enough for me. But if we are in range, then if they spawn out here, they'll eventually get within range of this guy. Because it's about, you know, half of each chunk. So I'm okay with that. And there's something else I had done off camera here. Let me work my way back to the elevator. The zombie farm is now up and running. So I got everything set up. This took a lot of doing. Yeah, we should see them start spawning in just a second. You can hear them. And there they go. It's a little drop down into the water stream. Get carried across. There's a lava source down there, so if any baby zombies come through, they'll fall into the lava and die. These guys will get carried up and across, and they'll drop down 22 blocks. And that's about the lowest you can get them without them dying when they fall. But they still take a couple of hits to kill. And so I've got some stone swords here. There they go. And so I've made this 3 wide. This works pretty well. You know, with the max entity cramming, you can only get 24 in a single block. And by spreading it out, I can actually get it up to about 43. And somehow, you know, when they land there, they're still pushing each other to the side. So that's why it's only 43. Now, I did do some experimenting, and I tried putting ladders on the sides, since entities on a ladder don't count toward the max entity cramming. But that didn't really help too much. I could only get about 50 or so. Yeah, I think about 51, and then they started killing each other again. But yeah, works pretty well. And of course we got the carpet there, so the XP comes to you, and all the items go down into a hopper and get collected here. And around the corner, since this is no longer a entrance, I went ahead and put some furnaces here for smelting down the armor pieces. And chest for the lapis and all that. And here we've got an enchanting station, so you can, you know, repair your tools and enchant stuff from the XP you get. And I figured it would work best here just because this is, you know, the most amount of mobs that we can get in one space right now. So until we get a better farm going, this is probably the best one to use. So I'm back at the base now, and I've decided I want to try and set up a few more small farms, namely for pumpkins and watermelons. And so I'm kind of getting some spaces carved out here. I think I want one here and one across. But I need to come up with a plan first. And so I thought I'd bring you in so you can see how fun it is to watch me try and figure things out. Alright, so I'm thinking what I want to do is have one there, one there. But I'll need something to catch them. Now I could probably put hoppers here, but I'd rather keep it kind of themed and use the concrete. So maybe I'll push this back one and have the hoppers here to catch it. Alright, and then we could have, you know, pumpkin plant there and there. And then this be where it would grow. And then we need to detect when it grows. And so here's what I'm thinking for that. I'm going to put the piston back here. And that's what's going to break the pumpkin when it grows. And to detect it, of course, I think the best option is just going to be an observer. And we want that to face down. Nope, dang it. There we go. And so any change to this block should cause a pulse. And then we just need to send that signal down to the piston. And I did not bring redstone. Let me grab some. Uh-oh. What do we have here? Holy crap. Got some more mending books. That's awesome. Well, that is definitely not what I had in mind. So I guess it's creating a loop somehow. Alright, so I went to creative and I figured out something that works. And it's pretty simple. Basically, instead of using a piston, we're going to use a sticky piston. And I'm not sure why, but somehow that makes the difference. And so what we'll do is... basically, we're going to send the signal above here. I guess, yeah, I hate using cobble, because I might eventually dig that out accidentally. Let me see if I got any smooth stone bricks. Got slabs. I guess that'll work. And pretty simple. You just chain the redstone along here. That should work. And for collecting the items, I'm just going to put some hoppers here. There we go. And so when one grows, it should trigger this and cause that sticky piston to extend and then retract. And it'll knock off whatever we're growing into here. And so I want to put some hoppers there to collect everything. And I'm thinking what we'll do is instead of, you know, having a little chest here or something, I kind of want it all to collect in one central place. Now we could put, you know, a trapdoor with the chest down here and have it pull from both sides. That's probably what I'll do for now. That'll be a little easier. But let me go ahead and get the other side set up and we'll finish styling this out as well. So here we go. I don't know why I was using green for the pumpkin farm. So I went ahead and swapped that out for orange. That is a very vibrant orange. But yeah, I'm going to go with that. And then here's the melons. So I get the red and the green. I think that works pretty well. Also, you see this land is now hydrated. I did hide a water source block behind the dirt. Just so it stays hydrated. I don't know if it really matters for pumpkins and melons, but just in case. And also I got the lighting hidden up here with some torches. And I put these blocks there just because we were getting a weird effect, you know, with the hole right there. I didn't want the flat wall, so I did that. And I think it's still got enough light to grow, so it should be fine. And I went ahead and capped off the end of this hallway. Had to put a torch there because I could not get enough lighting on these blocks. I tried hiding a torch up there, but it didn't really help. But yeah, these should be functional now, and everything will collect in a single chest there. You know, I was thinking if I want to, eventually I'll extend this out and just have a 2-wide section where I'll stack double chests, and then, you know, I could do a separate item elevator on each side to fill those. But, you know, just a single farm like this, that's not going to produce a whole lot, so I'm not too worried about it. And I also went ahead and finished the flooring here and the ceiling. And capped off these, or filled in these walls as well. And I don't know why, but I was using spruce wood in here before, so I went ahead and swapped that out for the dark oak. Just so it matches everything else. Though, honestly, I think the spruce looked better. That's right. So yeah, coming along. There's definitely some more small farms I would like to do. Like, actual animal farms. But I'm not sure I want to do that right here. You probably still hear them from up there. So I may do that out that way when I extend. But yeah, I like how this is coming along. Alright, so I came back to the zombie farm so that I could try and soup up some of my armor here. And I don't think I had actually gone through this. I now have mending on everything. But I got pick it, poke it, chop it, and dig it. For the armor, I got a hard hat, hugs, because of the thorns, antless pants, and pumped up kicks. So yeah, pretty well geared up now. Not spectacular, but certainly not too bad. And at least I don't have to worry about making new tools, at least until I lose these. Alright, so a bit of time has passed since the last clip. As you see, I got some paintings here to hide some lighting. And I still had some issues between these columns and right along here. Wasn't getting enough lighting, so I put some torches up above. I'm going to have to replace that with glowstone at some point. And right here I just put torches there. And that works for now. But I had an issue with these farms. Basically, I wasn't getting anything growing at all. So I removed the 2 blocks that were on each side. And I think it was a light level issue. So now they're growing. And if we test over here, you'll see it works just fine. And we get the melon down there. But on this side, I've got a little bit of an issue, and I don't understand. I am thoroughly confused. First, let me put this redstone back. Both of these are the exact same design. You know, all it is 2 blocks, sticky piston with a block in front, and redstone on top. Exact same. But on this side, what the heck? So yeah, for some reason this one wants to create a loop. But that one works fine. I don't get it. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I'm going to have to keep this one turned off because I don't want that going on like that. So yeah. Oh, and another thing that has changed. It has come to my attention that we now have Optifine for 1.12. So as you see, I got that installed. And along with that, I went ahead and put one other mod. And that's the light level overlays. I think it's more overlays is what it's called. But yeah, just so I can see it and not have to press F3 and check every individual block. Makes it a little easier, especially since I could have had a big problem over there. Because there were quite a few blocks that weren't lit. So yeah, that should help. Also, it would seem we are still getting slime spawning under my base. So I may have to set up a slime farm here as well. Oh yeah, and also, along with Optifine, comes connected textures. So as you see with the glass here, we don't have any borders in between. Just one smooth block. And I really like it. Unfortunately, that was a lot of work. Like right here, there's glass. When I switched over to Optifine, it was using the Faithful 32 connected textures, which had the lines through it. So in order to remove that, I had to go in and modify the files for Faithful. And yeah, it's 42 textures per glass variant. So just for the black stained glass, 47 files. A lot of work. So I had talked a little bit about why glowstone is such a rarity, but I hadn't actually shown it yet. So here I've got a staircase down next to my portal. And look at this, just wide open. And you come over here, just wide open. It is so hard to get anywhere that has glowstone. Like, you see all that up there? That might be doable. Maybe over there. So yeah, not very easy to get to. Oh, also you notice that just gave off light. That's part of Optifine as well. Dynamic lights. I love it. So you can actually carry a torch around and it lights up the area. So yeah, I'm gonna run around here, see if I can't find some glowstone that I can actually get to. Maybe collect some quartz at the same time. Alright, I'm back to the Nether hub. And as you see, I got quite a bit of resources. I was able to pillar up and get some glowstone. Got quite a bit of quartz and some magma blocks as well. Alright, so I'm here in our creative test world, trying to figure out what was going on with the pumpkin farm. And so I made 4 of these and facing in each direction. This one right here, that faces north. And this one works just fine. Now this one, facing south. Oh. Creates a clock. This one, facing west, works just fine. And the one facing east creates a clock. So, yeah, not too sure what's up with that. If it's some kind of bug or something. But then again, I'm not sure why these work at all. Because you would think it would create a clock no matter what. Because you're basically causing 2 updates. For some reason, this one and, this one and this one, these work. But that doesn't help me. In my world, I need them to be across. So I could either stack them vertically on the one that works, or come up with a different design. So that's what I'm probably going to do. Alright, so I found a working design for this farm by Effectuality. I'll include a link in the description. I'm going to switch it up a little bit from there though, because I believe we can make this a lot more efficient. And I forgot the hoe. Dang it. Always forget something. You grab everything you need, and you think you're prepared, you go to record, and yeah, you always forget something. And I forgot the bone meal. Alright, that's alright. I'll just leave a water source back there. And it doesn't need to be flowing. Alright, so crops will be right here. The pumpkins will grow right here. And so what we want to do... We're going to have these pistons right here. And we'll have an observer block right above, pointed down. Yeah, the funny thing is that one actually still works. Alright, so we can get rid of these now. Maybe I should have done this one at a time. Jeez. Alright, and basically what we want to do is use a sticky piston. You know, the trouble I was having before is that it was just creating a clock. Using the sticky piston will allow us to make it a temporary pulse, basically. Alright, a couple different ways to do this. I think the easiest way, though, is to place a block first. And then we need this to point... Not that way. I think we need to point it up. Yeah. So basically when one grows, it's going to fire, causing this sticky piston to extend, pull this observer back. That'll send the signal down here to harvest, which will cause another update, and it'll push it back forward. And that's how it escapes the loop. Wow, I'm really making a mess here. The wonderful thing about this setup is since the pumpkins will grow there, it's going to push them on top of the farmland, and you can have hoppers underneath that. So as long as we block this off, it's going to be 100% efficient. So yeah, that looks a lot better. I think it would be blocking the light. Yeah, let me grab some glowstone. So, I mean, we could put it right there, and then it'll definitely have enough light. And then we can cover the front with glass. I think that'll work. I didn't bring a pumpkin to test. Let me go grab one. Alright, so let's see how this works. Nice. Yeah, I might not even need the glass in the front. Sweet. Alright, so even though this one does work, I think I'm going to go ahead and swap it out and do the same thing. Alright, so I got this side switched over. And so we are ready to test this now. Sweet. So yeah, everything should be working fine now. And it should be working a lot better as well. But that's all we have time for this episode. But thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.